Welcome to the VTerrillHill show. Before we get started, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out of your mouth. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Now breathe out of your mouth. All right. Welcome to the VTerrillHill show. I come live every single day, either at 5 o'clock or 10:30. So you got to click the bell to be notified when I come live, or look at the information pinned in the comments or the video, the first line of the video description. You'll see how to join my text community, where you'll be texted when I go live directly to your phone in case YouTube does not notify you. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting topic that a lot of people don't talk about enough. And this is empowering. I want you guys to leave the show today and start doing your own studying and research about this, because this one teaching alone can absolutely, positively change how you go about your entire life. I mean, like literally. Literally. All right. Today we're talking about emotional intelligence. Master your emotions. Boost your emotional intelligence today. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this, 100% of how you move about your life, the quality of your life, is going to be based on how you handle your emotions. How you move about life is going to be, and I say 100%, is based on how you handle your emotions. Your emotions are how you use to express yourself. It's a form of expression and communication. It's also a form of manifestation. Like, what it look like you speaking positive and thinking positive, but feeling negative. So when you are affirming, when you are creating with your words and with your thoughts, you have to add your feelings to it. And one of the ways I learned how to do this when I first started counseling a long time ago was my counselor, God bless Dr. Eileen Yancey. My first counselor ever, she used to say, "What's your favorite place to go?" I said, "Miami." And then she said, "Close your eyes, pretend you're in Miami, and feel yourself, the sand on your toes." And she would walk me through practicing taking my emotions and my feelings, my emotions, my mind, my attention from the present space and really going to this nirvanic-like state. Anyway, I'm off topic. The point is this. You will not be able to live the life that you would like to live if you don't learn how to master your emotions. But before we talk about emotional intelligence, we need to talk about where emotions come from. And this is super important, okay? So stick with me here. Emotions are complex psychological and physiological responses that arise from a combination of factors, including our brain, nervous system, hormones, past experiences, and social context. All right? The brain. Follow me here, y'all. The brain. There are parts of your brain that have a role in processing emotions like the amygdala. Okay? Hey, Edith Critchlow, how you doing? And that is responsible for processing emotional stimuli, particularly those related to fear and threat. So always feeling afraid that something's going to happen in threats, there's a physical part of your body that is responsible for that. And I am going through this, okay, because this information can help us in evolution. There's another part of the body, the prefrontal cortex, which is involved in regulating emotional responses and decision making. So sometimes we get rash, we just make a decision real quick, just hold on, that was so dramatic. That has to do with your prefrontal cortex, all right? Nervous system. Your sympathetic nervous system, which activates the fight or flight response. Your parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and recovery. So you got your brain and your nervous system that is participating in your emotional healthiness or unhealthiness. Lord, we haven't even got into other stuff. Just by virtue of your brain and your nervous system. This is why, hey, Vernita, how you doing? This is why I tell people, and I know a lot of people don't talk like this. I might be a one-off, but this is from my experience. If you go to the doctor and you have tried very hard to manage your emotions and you can't, take the medicine. Why? Because there is a physiological and what's that other word? Psychological aspect to managing emotions. It's not just you just ain't working hard enough. Sometimes it's true internal wiring that needs to be reset. And I don't want anyone demonizing themselves because they just so happen to be like me, who spent years on Prozac, who so happen to not have the psychological and physiological ability to maintain their emotions. And when it's like that, it is hard to pray that away. It is hard to, I'm just going to be disciplined and try real hard because you're going too far. Anyway, so this guy is pro meds. Now, as Dr. Yancey told me back in the day, medications is not forever. It's to help you learn how to regulate your emotions. And let me tell you how it works. Let's just talk about this because we have to destigmatize medicine. Everything ain't the man trying to get you and sterilize you and make you anti-black. Some stuff can work for you. So I was the kind of person, I had anger issues and I would fly off top, just fly. And I could not control it. If you hit a button, I was going to pop off point blank, period. So I would take the medicines and it would be like this. Could feel myself going up, I would cap. And no matter what, my emotions would not break that cap. It's like I stayed numb for a while. And that's when people really fall. I don't feel like myself. Yes, because for the first time ever, you are having to learn how to really manage. Good job. So you cap, right? And then, so you get, it's weird, but then what you realize is you start getting more control as you work through issues and keep on going to counseling. And what happens is you go to hit and that cap is not as strong, but it slows down that spike enough for you to catch yourself and bring it back down. So the reason that it's good to take medicine, in my opinion, is it gives you a little bit of a crutch to build your own regulation system. Does that make sense what I'm saying, y'all? So I am never going to demonize medicine. I am pro for it. And if they put you on it, take it. And if you don't need it, why are you there? If you don't need the medicine, why did you even go to the doctor in the first place? Why did you go to the therapist in the first place? Okay, thank you. I said what I said. All right? Hormones. Hormones will take a part in managing emotions as well. Key hormones involved is cortisol, so for stress hormone, adrenaline for fear and excitement, oxytocin for love and bonding, and serotonin for mood regulation. Now imagine, that's right, Falana, and I live by that. That's the second part. Just because you take the medicine doesn't mean you have to take it forever. That's the point. The medicine is just, it gives you enough ability to work through without losing it. All right? Now, why am I going through this? Because this is good language to add to your affirmations. Mood regulation. I speak to my serotonin levels that they are balanced. I don't know. I got to think about it. But that's... I don't feel like making up nothing right now, but y'all get what I'm saying, all right? All right, number 4, past experiences. So now we're going a little bit deeper into the soul now. Our emotional responses are also influenced by our past experiences and memories. When we encounter a situation that reminds us of a past experience, our brain may trigger a similar emotional response. This is especially true for situations that evoke strong emotions such as trauma or significant life events. Now, here's a number 5, a huge one, social context. Emotions are also shaped by our social environment, including cultural norms, societal expectations, and relationship with others. You're not broken. You were just raised in a house where no one addressed their issues. They just blew up. You just need a new experience. You're not broken. You just raised in a house where they didn't talk, they just fight. Or when your parents got mad at you, they whooped you out of anger. Now you're angry. Now you can't control yourself. Yeah, I just went through 5 ways why our emotions are either healthy or not healthy. Y'all, you see how deep, do you see how expansive in your thinking you have to be to evolve? There's so much to take into consideration than just what's going on today. It could simply be your physical makeup. It could be the culture you was raised in, the home, the relationships you were raised in. It could be your body. What's that hormone? Your body could just simply be producing too much cortisol. And that's the reason why you're so stressed, which is the reason why you can't maintain your weight. Oh, that's why evolution is a full-time job. Going into the deep of your life and figuring out what the hell is wrong with me. All right? All right. Now, and believe it or not, I am really almost finished. Now let's talk about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions. Recognize, understand, and manage. Recognize them, understand them, and manage. And none of that is beat yourself up. I'm going to keep on saying that. As well as the ability to recognize, here is key, understand, and influence the emotions of others. It involves being able to process emotional information effectively and using this knowledge, processing them effectively and using the knowledge to navigate social interactions, make decisions, and maintain healthy relationships. Falana says, the out of control person side of me, her name is Lola. I don't like to let her out. Honestly, that used to be Terrell. Vincent was like the calm side of me. Terrell was the other side, but I got him tame, praise the Lord. All right. Components of emotional intelligence. Y'all ready? Self-awareness. Recognizing and understanding your own emotions. Now, I know y'all going to get sick of me saying this, but I'm a communicator by star sign and by profession. So I'm going to always be communicating, which means that 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be the one having difficult conversations, especially as I evolve and grow and become more of who I am. I have to update my social group of who I am now. Because remember that teaching I did about 2 weeks ago? No one is responsible for tracking your growth. So I had another difficult conversation today. And I got, y'all, when I tell you I didn't feel like coming on this show tonight, I absolutely did not feel like coming on the show tonight. What's going on, NC Guy 7465? Because I had the conversation around 8:45, and of course the show is at 10:30, so I got to get started. And I just was like, I am over it. But I recognized and understood why I was having the emotion. It also gives me the power to put that emotion up or manage that emotion so that I can be human, feel my feelings, but not negate my covenant. And that's how you want to be. You want to be able to feel the feelings, not be numb, not be like, that didn't bother me. Oh yeah, it bothered me. But I will not allow it to consume me so that my covenant won't be broken, which is come live every day until I monetize. All right. Self-regulation, managing your emotions and your reactions. Right. And that was where I had a real problem with recognizing them. I would always recognize my emotions after I blew up. Now I recognize first, and then I manage my emotions and my reactions. Empathy. Now here is the important part. Understanding and sharing the feelings of others. I always question, and I've said this before, I question people who have done all this growing and then evolving, but they don't have no empathy. They don't know how to feel the feelings of others. Like, you ain't felt nothing if you cannot recognize that your brother, sister, neighbor is hurting. All right? Social skills, effectively interacting and communicating with others. And then motivation, pursuing goals with energy and persistence. That is the components of emotional intelligence. You have the ability to be self-aware, to self-regulate, to empathize, to have social skills, and to stay motivated. Wow. All right? Strategies to develop emotional intelligence so you can master these components. I am going fast. Practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Now, why am I pushing that? You will not grow past the thing that you will not confront. And sometimes that means sitting in your mess. Being mindful and reflecting on self, not them, not they, not what happened when I was with the community and being mindful and reflecting on self. And that is truly the dividing line between those who want to evolve and those who just talking. Do you have the ability to reflect on self? All right. Now, some of this is repeat because I'm telling y'all, these are the keys. Journal about your feelings. Literally. Let me share with you guys some journaling about my feelings. I just ran into this today by accident. Watch this. Now, this was in the middle of depression in October. Hold on, Lord, please let me find it. Here it is. No. Oh my God, Lord, I want to find this. I can't find it now. It's on this computer. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I want to share with y'all about journaling and something I just recently found. Lord, please let this come up again because it came up by accident today. Here it is. This is October the 19th, 2022. I was writing on my iPad using the stylus, and it went in my notes. It says this. So kids are rapping in the back of class. They suck. I was substituting. I had to just start substituting because I didn't have no money, so I had to substitute every day to make up for the money I lost. I said, so kids are rapping in the back of the class. They suck. Then I said, I am tired, but I have to keep going. I can't be stopped. I have, and then I put in parentheses, building an internal courage, a strength. I cannot be stopped. I'm actually proud of me. I'm happy. I'm showing up properly. YouTube can't beat me. I already won because YouTube was whooping my ass. I enjoy these kids, but I miss the solitude of my home. I can't be stopped. Y'all see what I was doing? I was being real, but at the end of every statement, I would affirm myself. I can't be stopped. Then I said, at any rate, I will go live. Because I was going live every day. Then shoot to life, which was my client at the time. Do the edits, post, organize, and rest. And then I put, I cannot be stopped. And then at the end, I said, Lord, please allow me to unlock the code of my soul. Now, y'all, this was in October. I just taught that, I believe, last week about the blueprint. I said, Lord, please allow me to unlock the code of my soul. I don't want to wait for manifestation. I want to touch it, feel it, believe it now. Anywho, let's go until tomorrow. That was my true, you know what? Let me read another one. Hold on. Let me see if I can find another one. That's too real. Hold on. Hey, Marlon Everett, how are you doing? Come on, I'm trying to find one. Oh, I went in on that one. Goals for the 6 months. Anyway, no, because some of this can't be read out loud. Now, never mind. We'll pass. The point is this. Journal about your feelings. I didn't want to be at that school. Those kids were back there rapping and they were horrible. I was tired. I had a lot to do. YouTube was whooping my behind. And I was just writing it down. That's a way to increase your emotional intelligence. Seek feedback from others. I have someone that we get on FaceTime, and I'll be like, I had this idea, da, 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 da. And they be like, well, I don't know about that, so and so and so and so and so. All right? Develop empathy through active listening and perspective talking. Ooh, hold on. That's a thing, because everybody want to be heard, but nobody want to hear. I was talking to my mom today, and I was telling her about certain jokes that I don't like anymore. And she says, well, now this is a real conversation, y'all. She says, well, sometimes you say stuff about the Christian church that offends me. And I said, well, Mom, the next time I say something, let me know because I don't want to offend you. I said, as a matter of fact, I want this platform to be, my platform to be for everybody. So if I'm saying something offensive to Christians, I need to know. Now, I could have been like, I don't care, because rah, 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 rah. But no, you have the respect you demand, you have to be able to receive. So if you want people to honor and respect you and listen to you and hear you, you have to be able to give the same level that you request of honor, respect, listening, and hearing. And by doing that, you will increase or empower your emotional intelligence. Now, here we go. Set and work towards personal goals. So you mean to tell me, VTerrillHill, just by setting personal goals and working toward them, I increase my emotional intelligence? Yes. Absolutely. Why? Because you're going to have to manage your expectations and your emotions while doing it. All right? Techniques. I'm almost done. Deep breathing. That's why I started yesterday's show and today's show, breathing in your nose. And when you do that, you're supposed to fill up your stomach, like pull your stomach all the way, tighten your stomach up. And then when you breathe in, feel the air. The air needs to come from like your diaphragm. Breathe in. At this point, your stomach should be poking out, and then breathe out your mouth. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out your mouth. Now, back in the day when I used to do that, I used to do this a lot. If I was angry, I would say to myself, but I'm going to say it out loud because y'all are watching this. I would say, I am breathing in peace. And then I would say to myself, I am letting go of anger. And then I would say, I am breathing in God. I am letting go of hatred. I am telling y'all, meditation saved my life. But let me keep on going. Engaging in physical activities. Some of y'all just need to exercise. I didn't say that like that. When you talk about the physiological and psychological aspects of managing your emotions and releasing some of those chemicals that reduce stress, reduce the cortisol levels, exercising is one of those. Okay? Seeking support from friends or professionals. Now you got to be careful with that. You make sure that they're the right type of people that are matching where you're going and not match where you are, where you've been. And then identifying and addressing triggers. Y'all, that's one of top 10 things that I had to zero in on to learn how to manage my emotions. Identifying and addressing my triggers. Because what would happen would be somebody would come and say something to me and I would blow up. But when I realized, hold on. When they say this, it reminds me of that and I get this reaction. I started dealing with that internally, but externally I started communicating, please don't say that to me anymore. When you say that, it makes me feel upset or vulnerable. Okay? Oh, hold on, that's it. It is 28. Wow, I covered all of that in 28 minutes. Golly, I did good today, y'all. I skimmed over a lot of this, but I'm telling you, if you guys are taking notes or go back and take notes, I cannot express to you the treasure that you will put in your chest. You need your emotions managed, brought in, disciplined, expressed, felt. If you are going to evolve at the rate that I believe all of us that are watching this or will watch this is going to evolve, okay? All right, let's go with some administrative what's not. Pinned in the chat on YouTube and in the first line in the video description of Facebook and YouTube is my text notification information. If you want to be text when I go live, have y'all been receiving y'all texts? I have. If you want to be text when I go live, then go ahead and sign up for that by texting VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Do me a favor and copy and paste VTerrillHill because, again, it is spelled just as unique as my name. Also, if you have never received a consultation from me, they are going fast. You can get a free one, absolutely free. We can have a one-on-one conversation just like we had together. We can have one-on-one via video conference call. All you have to do is email me at info@VTerrillHill.com, put in the subject line, free consultation. That information is also in the video description boxes of Facebook and YouTube. Scroll down near the bottom. Copy that name. The email address, don't try to spell it, please. It's ILLs versus ELLs, HILL, da, 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 da. So I'll send you a link. You set the appointment for 30 minutes. We'll talk. For those of you guys that want to re-up on your Consultations, you already know how to find that. In Thursday's email, for those that have already had a consultation, I'm going to send you out a special deal. And all you got to do is do one simple thing. If you do it, you're going to get 50% off your next consultation. All right. So instead of it being $150, it will be $75. And all you got to do is something super simple. That will be in Thursday's email. Speaking of email, in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube as well, scroll down to the bottom. There's a lot of information I've been putting there lately. Is a link. Click that link, put your name and email address in there, and join my email community. The richness and the gold that is within those emails is second to none, all right? So join my email community. Emails go out at 9 a.m. every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 100% enriching and encouraging. All right. I agree, Philaina Jones, you are your biggest investment. When people learn that, now don't say that, Philaina, because now I'm at 30 minutes. I'm going to say this and I'm going to hush. When people learn that they are their greatest investment, they will not let people mistreat them, and they will not mistreat them. They will not put working over health, over self-preservation, over rest. They will not eat any and everything. Speaking of, I smoked my last cigarette today. Remember I told you I was going to stop? Pray my strength in the Lord. Yikes. This is the wrong time to do it. God Almighty. Because let me have my vulnerable moment. Y'all know, if you're looking for someone that's perfect, please leave. I'm not him. I have learned how to perfect the human experience. I have learned how to accept myself even when things that I do might be less than best for me. And I say might be because I believe you do what you got to do so you don't kill nobody. No, I'm for real though. I normally eat my emotions away. And so I've always struggled with my weight. But I have not been eating my emotions away. I have been disciplined in my food. And so I'm not eating and I'm not smoking. I was talking to myself today, I'm going to have to super commit to every time I get an urge to eat and to smoke, to put my hand on my heart and do at least a 2 to 3 minute meditation space. And so this is going to be super interesting, y'all. Super interesting. But I'm intent on growing. So we'll see what happens. And I'll be honest with y'all. I'll tell you how it goes. I'll tell you if I break. Because you know why? I don't care. And I'm serious about that. I am not about to be the person to beat myself up. I'm going to keep on hitting the rock until it breaks. Or rather, if I want to be biblically contextual, keep on speaking to the rock until it breaks. But I am not a perfect man. So if it don't work, it don't work. But I'm not going to break my covenants. I'm not going to be distracted. I'm like, dang, bro, stronger than I thought. I mean, that's just, and honestly, that is how I deal with my vices. My vices are not supposed to be a vice to my emotions. They're not supposed to be a vice to my well-being. I mean, I don't even know how to say it, but I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, do not beat yourself up. Some of you guys got habits that are less than perfect. Own them, accept them, but under no circumstances do you drag yourself through the mud. Please don't. And I say that with all sincerity because the energy that you need to relieve yourself of that vice, you're going to spend that energy beating yourself up and put yourself in the deficit, which will give you more. You'll end up giving yourself more into that vice. And I'm telling you what I know, all right? At any rate, how did I get on that? I don't know, but that's I'm going to, Wellbutrin works wonders to quit smoking. Well, you know what, Philaina Williams-Jones? I don't think I need it, honestly. I've never been addicted to anything. I'll do stuff and just quit. So if I end up having to take something to get rid of an addiction, that will be the first time in my almost 43 years of living. I'll be 43 next month. But if it don't work, I'll be back for Lana to ask you about it. Lord, that would be something to get all the way to 43 and need something to kick an addiction. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gone. I will see y'all tomorrow because the covenant must not be broken. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Do me a favor, please, y'all. Oh, please share this content so I can get these watch hours up. I'm getting close. Please share the content. And most of all, please do what we talked about on here. Okay? Mindfulness, self-reflection, journaling, receiving feedback from others, develop empathy and active listening and other people's perspectives, and set and work towards personal goals. Please. I promise. I'm sorry, I messed around and hit the spacebar button, tapping this paper. I promise y'all, if y'all do this, I promise you, you're going to, your lives are going to change. I promise you. Please do that. All right? All right, I'm going for real. Y'all be blessed. Bye.